A piece of Tulsa history has been found after we thought it had been lost forever.
Longtime News on 6 viewers will remember the slide that we'd air overnight that hasn't been seen for decades until now. News on 6's Jonathan Cooper joins us now with the story. Jonathan?
Well, Craig and Lori, younger viewers like myself may not even know what this is. I now do, but this is called a test pattern. It shows the station's logo in the National Bank Building, home to KOTV's first ever antenna. Long before HD and digital television, before cable and flat screens, Channel 6 looked a whole lot different.
In color on KOTV.
This slide, called a test pattern, was the first ever image broadcast on KOTV on October 15th, 1949. In the years that followed, the image changed a little, but its function remained the same. Late at night, instead of programming, this would air. Most stations would air a generic slide using a device called a monoscope. The device, which is basically a long skinny tube, allowed the station to still broadcast without turning off its transmitter. KOTV's was custom made. Thanks to changes in technology and programming, most monoscopes were thrown in the dumpster, never to be seen again. Meet Mike Linz, an engineer and historian at News on 6, who recently made quite the find.
Yeah, it was in this drawer.
Hidden at the bottom of this cabinet was a monoscope with a slide that many older Tulsans are sure to recognize.
And you look down the side of the tube, you can actually see a cut metal plate with the test pattern in it.
But with no machine to get a picture from it, Linz took to the internet for help and found this guy, Richard Deal, a California man who builds and keeps old television equipment. Deal had built his own generator for test patterns.
It has an electronics chassis and then a support system to hold the tube.
After just a couple of tries, Deal was able to confirm Linz's suspicions by putting the test pattern on a TV for the first time in more than half of a century.
To be able to lay hands on the equipment, to see it and experience it in its original form.
It's an original form long thought lost, and now a physical piece of history we'll keep for years to come. And you may recognize this pattern from another place as well. This can be seen on a television in the background of the 1983 movie, The Outsiders. Jonathan Cooper, Oklahoma's Own News on 6.